Hey there guys, long time no see. Welcome to a new card review. So within this review, I got on a request from Zombie Killer 256. Nowadays he's known as Pam Ancell. I'll just call you Pam if you're okay with that, good sir. Well, the card that he wanted me to review is Red Eye's Darkness Dragon. This form of Red Eyes first came within the Dragon's Ward structure deck. It also appeared in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime played by Atticus Waltz, the older brother of Alexis Rhodes, the main female protagonist of GX. Well, we better get this review on the road, so let's get started. Red Eye's Darkness Dragon does look pretty awesome for a dragon. I also see that it loses its arms while turning into this new form, and becoming a Raven. Blue Eyes does the same thing too when it becomes Shining Dragon. It must have been a trend around the time. But anywho, back to the artwork. Now this dragon looks vicious, and I like that about this dragon. Its head looks very close to its previous form, while having a bit of differences here and there. But I do like the effects of the dark smoke coming out of its mouth. It's pretty neat, and the dark smoke covers the background, and it adds a nice detail to the art. The chest looks nice. I like the sharp looking edges on it, and the red diamond shaped gems with the orange lining adds in pretty well on the dragon. We can also see the gems on its wings and legs as well. The long spikes on its back adds in viciousness to it, and it suits the dark dragon. The spikes are even shown around the lower part of its back too, and the tail looks nice as well. So overall, the artwork of Red Eye's Darkness Dragon looks ferocious, and that's to be expected from a dragon that came within the darkness, and I like that. It's kinda cool. So its score for its art is a 5 out of 5. Now let's look up the effect. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by tributing one Red Eye's Black Dragon. This card gains 300 attack for each dragon type monster in your graveyard. So from what you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, Darkness Dragon's effect is pretty much a copy of Blue Eyes Shining Dragon's attack gaining ability. It's just that Darkness Dragon doesn't have the negate effect that Blue Eyes Shining Dragon has. I guess you can say Red Eye's Darkness Dragon is the poor man's version of Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, but these two dragons do have some strong points and weak points, so let's check them out. So with Darkness Dragon's strong points, you just need to offer a Red Eye's Black Dragon to summon it, but its negative points is that it doesn't have the effect that will allow you to negate a card effect. With Shining Dragon, his good points that he has the effect that allows it to negate a card effect that targets him, but his negative points is that you need to offer a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to summon it, which that by itself is very tedious to do unless you play your cards right. So with the effect of this card being okay at best, this card's score for effects is getting a 3 out of 5. Alright, on to deck choices. So what decks can Red Eye's Darkness Dragon be most effective in? Well, I think it's pretty obvious of what decks it will be useful in. A dragon deck that has Red Eye's Black Dragon. No shit, right? Very simple, but I did some research ahead of time, just in case, you know. So in deck choices, I'll be showing off 6 monsters that can work along with 2 spells and 1 trap. So let's get started. It's obvious to put in a Red Eye's Black Dragon. So let's look up some cards of Red Eyes that will work, like Red Eye's Black Chick. When this little baby dragon is on your side of the field, you can send it to the graveyard to special summon Red Eyes from your hand. They grow up so fast. Anywho, Red Eye's Raven is a handy Red Eyes monster. When it's in your graveyard, and if you haven't normal summoned at all, you can remove it from play to special summon a Red Eyes monster from your graveyard. Might as well talk about this awesome dragon right here. Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon is the real deal. If you're running a dragon deck, you're on this son of a bitch. I talked about this card many times than you can count, but for those who are new to my channel and don't know much about this dragon, I might as well talk about it. You can remove a dragon on your side of the field from play to special summon this guy from your hand, and once per turn, you can special summon a dragon from your hand or graveyard. Like I said, this dragon is awesome. The Blackstone of Legend is one of the newest cards that came out some time ago, and it's a very useful card. You can tribute this card to summon a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck. Also, if this card is in your graveyard, you can add a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your graveyard to your deck, and also add this card back to your hand. Like I said before, this card is amazing for Red Eyes decks. Red Eye's Black Flare Dragon is another new card, and it's a Gemini monster. Once it's on the field, it's a normal monster, but once it's summoned again, it gains its effect. Once it gets its effect, it pretty much does some burn damage to your opponent, and we do love us some burn damage. Yep, Red Eyes has an Exceed form. Oh joy. Well anyways, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon is still a great card. This thing can screw your opponent over, cause every time they play a card, they take 500 points of damage. Also, you can detach a unit off this card, and you can special summon a Red Eyes normal monster. It summons, and it burns. What more do you want? Now for spells. You might need some draw power, so with this new card, Cards of the Red Stone is a must for any deck that runs a lot of Red Eyes. Pretty much, you send a level 7 Red Eyes monster to your graveyard to draw 2 cards. Then you send a level 7 Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard afterwards. Now this next spell card I'm about to mention is a must need, because it will help benefit with Red Eyes Darkness Dragon's attack gaining ability, which that will be Dragon Shrine, a new personal favorite of mine. Once you play it, you can send one dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard. But if you send a normal dragon type monster, like your Red Eyes Black Dragon for example, you can send an additional dragon from your deck to the graveyard. Now for traps. I was going to suggest Call of the Haunted at first, but then I noticed one of the new Red Eyes cards that might be a better trap to use. Red Eyes Spirit is pretty much a Call of the Haunted for Red Eyes monsters. Special summon a Red Eyes monster from your graveyard. Very useful indeed. Okay, before I end up deck choices, there's one more card I want to mention. And this card just recently came out, so you can probably imagine my frustration knowing that this card just came out and right before I did the script and the recording of this review. So this is pretty much an unscripted honorable mention, I guess you can say. So this card right here, Red Eyes Retro Dragon, is actually a pretty good card to use for a Red Eyes deck. Judging that I've been talking about Red Eyes cards, I think it's pretty obvious to add this guy in here too. Once a Red Eyes monster that's level 7 or lower is destroyed by battle or by effect, you can special summon this guy from your hand. And once you do, you can special summon all your monsters that were destroyed on that very turn that they were destroyed. So pretty much you get to resummon them and do whole kinds of shenanigans. Well, that's all I gotta say about this card. I just thought I'd give it a good honorable mention. Either way, back to the card review. So overall, Red Eyes Darkness Dragon is pretty most effective for dragon decks that run Red Eyes Black Dragon in it. So with that, its score for decks is a 3.5 out of 5. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon overall is a pretty cool dragon. It looks cool, its effect is okay at best, and it'll work well with a dragon deck that runs Red Eyes Black Dragon. You know, Darkness Dragon is cool, but Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is even cooler. You know what? Someone did ask me to review this card, so why not review Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon next time? I think I'll definitely do that. Well, either way, my overall score for Red Eyes Darkness Dragon is a 4 out of 5. Hey guys, I thank you all for watching. I have to thank Pam for letting me to review this card for him, so a link to his channel will be down in the description. Also, if you're new to my channel and if you like what you see here, why not hit that subscribe button to see more videos made by me in the future. I thank you all for watching. This is DragonCore7, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.